So I'm at a service call for a York heat pump that's not cooling. I got out here and everything looked to be running correctly when I got out here. It was in a call for cooling. They said the day before that it was not cooling, but the outdoor unit was running. I kind of looked into everything. I cycled it off and then back on, and when I turned it back on, the outdoor condensing fan motor was running, but the compressor wasn't. Like I said, when I first got here it was running. I gauged up and everything, pressures looked good. But then, obviously, like I said, when I cycled it back on, the compressor wasn't coming on. I tested the capacitor, and I found, let's see here, the capacitor I had is a 5 microfarad for the fan and then a 40 for the compressor. I tested it and I actually did have a really weak reading for the compressor side. The fan side was pretty much spot on, but the compressor side was like probably down in like the 30s. So I think it just wasn't given that extra. It was kind of intermittent basically issue. It was kicking on sometimes and not others. So I just put this new universal capacitor in. Got everything hooked up, reapplied power, and everything kicked right off. Pressure still looked really good. Amp draw looks good as far as the compressor and everything like that. So I'm not seeing anything else that really stands out. I mean, this seems to be a really common service call in the hot months for us here in the Pacific Northwest. I definitely ride up quite a bit of these capacitors throughout the summer. So this is a pretty simple fix. And then on this universal one, you can kind of see there's different numbers on this side. So you just have to jumper to total the amount. So for the 40 microfarad for the compressor side, I just had to jumper. I jumpered a 10. The blue in the middle is a 25, and then I jumpered it with a 5. And then the one that went to the compressor lead, I basically just put it on the compressor wire. The black one over here is actually the common, and then the other white one back there is also a 5. It's a separate 5, and that one's going to the fan. So I always recommend to write. I wrote on here with a Sharpie, you can kind of see it back in the corner there, but I wrote the date, and then I also write down the readings of what the capacitor is supposed to be. That way if someone actually has an OEM part or something like that, or has different truck stock from a different company, could swap it out and actually know what the heck they're doing and not have to call the manufacturer to kind of figure out everything that's going on. For anyone who wants it, here's the information as far as the model number and the serial number. You can kind of see it here on the screen. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I don't want to drag this out too long. It's a pretty simple call. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or anything to add, just leave it in the comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.